My mom and I share the same childhood home. It's a small post-war Cape Cod that sits in a town with an Iroquois name. If walls could talk, its plaster and paneling would keep you listening for hours. You would hear about the tears that only a waiting and worried fiancé of a soldier would understand. Then you would hear about a homecoming and the birth of a miracle child who would one day grow up to have a child of her own. A child who entered this world as a surprise and will exit it with a remembered purpose. If walls could talk, they would share some forced costume changes, new paint colors with new fads, new nail holes with new pictures, new pencil lines with new growth milestones. The walls of our past are a connection to what some of us call the good old days. And that's because they awaken feelings of safety, comfort, innocence. When it comes to memory lane, I've been both a visitor and a tour guide. See, a few years ago, the original owner of my walls paid a surprise visit. When I helped her over what was once her threshold, I was selfishly eager to show off the things that I assumed would impress her. But what I called improvements were pieces of her that were erased. When I realized this, I stopped talking. I stopped talking and I watched her escape to when there was a table where there isn't one anymore. To when there was a view of the neighbor's yard where there isn't one anymore. And my husband and I, we welcomed the new outdoor privacy at our place. But behind that small cape, a similar 6-foot structure took away my grandma's cure for daytime loneliness, and my mom's chance to pet a dog, and the shortcut I used to take to a friend's house. And so the following poem was born. "Can I borrow some sugar?" was asked with a smile. The neighbor responded, "Come sit for a while." And then time was lost with no worry at all. It happened because our fences weren't tall. When fences weren't tall, a wave started the day. Villages raised us without fear in the way. Boundaries were known without being seen. And everyone's grass was the same shade of green. There's so much to love and so much to learn from a time when a grin was seen with a turn. A time when it was easy to appreciate what is small. When we accepted and shared because our fences weren't tall. So that piece was inspired by a time when I was closed-minded. I admit it. I also admit that there have been many times before that I've been closed-minded. But for some reason, my mom not liking that fence made me realize what that fence really represents. And so the metaphor was born. My friends, there is so much that we can learn from each other. Things that can help us understand better and help us grow more and help us know that we're not alone. Please, please put your differences aside. Be kind and use the power of your voice, your ears, and your heart. And remember that you are a treasure.